Oh my gosh, this hair. I got a haircut and it's driving me crazy. Hey, so I apologize that this is blurry. I've taken this laptop all around the house trying to figure out, oh, there's Capo, where I can go that's not blurry with good lighting. I don't know. There's nowhere. So this is going to be it. And I do realize no one will probably show up, which is okay. You can watch this later. I'll keep it on my channel. But I had time as a teacher with it being summer on a Monday at almost 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I figured, why not go live? I was going to make a video, but I had all these different things I wanted to say. And I thought, maybe I just go live. So if anyone pops in, so far, nobody, say hello if you don't mind or if you would like to. And feel free to ask me anything. So, or Capo. So I guess, let's see. First things first. This morning, I created a separate channel for my comedy shorts, which they're all on here. And I just put them over there. I don't know YouTube legally how that works, but they're mine. And so I'll have to put a link up to that. But I'm trying to get it perfect before I unveil it officially to the world. But I just figured maybe I should move some of my stuff over there. And that way it's not confusing to people that I have the comedy stuff here and then my other stuff. Oh, she's so sweet. So I wanted to mention that. And I hope I don't run out of topics before somebody comes and saves me. I am moving. I laugh because I found out very recently that they're putting the house that I'm renting up for sale less than a month from now. So the background that you guys have seen for 7 years with the Woodstock poster and the Christmas lights and the guitars. I'm trying to think of what else is in my background. It's going to be changing. I don't know when, but yeah, so that's happening. What else? So because it's in the zeitgeist, I normally wouldn't talk about Miss T Swift, but she's everywhere now, right? With the wedding. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it's like, how in the world, Miss Swift, like, how are you doing this? Let me explain. So it's just a humble plebeian that's walking this planet and trying her best to engage in her goals and dreams and putting a lot of effort towards these things. Hence the YouTube, and you guys know my music, my comedy, my writing, etc., etc. I see someone on her level. I mean, that's as big as you can get, worldwide fame, success. And I'm like, how? And to keep stacking wins, right? It's like successful career, getting married to somebody who's also very successful in their career, and yet still being very charitable. I don't know. I don't follow her closely. I'm not somebody that I don't listen to her music. No beef there. Just, I don't know. It doesn't resonate with my soul like other stuff does. And so I'm just like, could you give the secret sauce to the rest of us? So those were my 3 topics. I've run out of stuff to talk about already. So I actually think I'm going to close this. I know it's a really quick one. I don't know if I'll even leave this up, but if you have thoughts on any of those things, let me know. Capo's in the background rubbing on things. So she's still here. She's just not in frame. And she heard me talking about her. So she's coming back. She has been summoned. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for letting me at least, pop in for a second. Oh my gosh, somebody's here. I was just about to hang up. Who is it? You don't have to say who you are. I just knew I wouldn't get many people on a Monday at this time, but I have the time. So I figured, oh, they popped off. Travis. Oh, hi, Travis. Thank you for joining me. I don't know. didn't plan this, and I've already talked about the few things I was going to say. What's up? Well, I was just saying, I'm going to be moving soon. That's what's up. That's what's on my brain. They're putting the house I'm renting up for sale August 1st, so I'm just trying to figure out where to go. How are you doing? Are you a soccer player? It looks like from your picture you might be a soccer player. I don't know if I can make it any bigger. What is the topic of this channel? Oh, so you've never been on my channel before. Well, welcome. The topic is me. I just talk about all kinds of stuff that interests me. If you go to my channel, you'll see. I mean, it goes anything from psychology, personality types, to I do little comedy sketches. I have original songs on there because you can't do covers because you'll get in trouble. Otherwise, I'd also have some covers on there. I do painting, little tutorials. You can see I've painted some stuff behind me this way. I've got acting stuff on there. It's just a place for me to talk about whatever I want to talk about. You're fine, a little bit worried. Oh no, why are you worried, Travis? And I am here to love on people. Essentially, that's what the channel is for, is to spread love and joy in a very dark, horrible world. Soccer fan. So who is your team? Soccer is really in the zeitgeist, or the air, as it were. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you have been to my channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know at first when I started my channel, everyone's like, niche down. You got to pick one thing. And then I had somebody inspire me and say, no, Rebecca, you're the thing. And I said, okay. So that's why I don't really have a one thing I do. I'd get bored too easily. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Where am I from? Orlando. These are the Solar Bears. This is our local hockey team. But yeah, I'm in Orlando, Florida. That is where I am. Portugal. Oh, very nice. Are you Portuguese? I've never been to Portugal, but I want to go. It looks beautiful. And I'm a teacher, and one of my teacher friends asked me to go with her in Thanksgiving time this year, but I was like, oh, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Capo just grabbed the tea bag out of my tea mug. Hold on. I don't want this to get everywhere. But I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can afford an international trip right at the moment. So I'm sorry. Otherwise, I would go to Portugal. Portugal's my favorite team. Orlando! Yeah, I know. Orlando doesn't get enough love. We're not like New York or LA. We're not the cool kid. We're like the one everyone forgets about. I watched the part of the Brazil game yesterday, and Norway game yesterday, and then I watched the Scotland Brazil game. It was a week ago. But normally I don't. I don't know. I haven't given it a fair shot. I watch hockey is my favorite sport, I must say. I'm not Portuguese, but I love Ronaldo. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice to have a player that you love and support. So where are you, Travis? Because I have another Travis that watches my channel, but I don't think you're the same one. Thank you for talking to me. It gives the people aren't here. I can click go to your channel. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. Let me see. Live a life you will remember. That's nice. Are you trying to build your YouTube, Travis? I can subscribe. Brazil eliminated by Norway. Yeah. Norway does have that really cool rowing chant. I think that's pretty nifty. But yeah, I haven't been following it like I should, I guess. What are you gonna do? So how did you find me, Travis? How did you find my channel? I always wonder what brings people here because I do talk about so many different things. Bangladesh. Oh, okay. That's cool. I just met somebody. Oh my gosh. From Bangladesh not too long ago. And I thought, oh, I've never meet people from Bangladesh. And here you all are coming out of the woodwork. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I know. I don't understand. Oh, okay, bro's coming back. It's just so easy to click a subscribe button. So to me, it's if people are trying to grow their channels, like unless you really hate their content, why not subscribe and support them and help them out in whatever way possible. Oh, somebody else joined. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is just a random live because I didn't know what video I wanted to make, and I thought, well, I'll just chat and you can ask me whatever. We can talk about whatever. If there's a topic you'd like me to talk about, Capo is going to town on the corner of my laptop. Oop, keep pressing buttons. Oh, gosh. It's chaos when she's around. Travis said, I don't know. YouTube suddenly suggests me your channel. Then I joined. Oh, good. Yay. It's recommending me. The algorithm is looking favorably upon me. It's shining its golden rays upon my face, finally. I've been doing this since January of 2019, which in the grand scheme of things is really not a long time, but it feels like a long time when it's just I'm sort of barely getting by on the YouTube land. By barely getting by, I mean I'm not to the level that anybody would aspire to be if you're going to put in the time and the energy, right, and the effort to do this stuff. You would hope your channel would grow significantly, and mine has just sort of quietly, gently grown. Which, hey, that's fine too. But yeah, if the algorithm would throw me a bone, I would appreciate it. I love YouTube. So Travis said, and I say that, so I repeat your name and then what you say. So when people will do the replay, because I don't think the chat's in the replay, they know I'm not just saying stuff from my head. So Travis said, I love YouTube and their random suggestions. I found lots of friends by this way. Yeah, I do too. I think the algorithm's getting better about figuring out who you are, what you want, what you're looking for, what you would enjoy, and of course keeps you on here a lot longer, right? That's something I struggle with, and maybe I should make a video about is doom scrolling, as they call it, right? I can be on YouTube for just a whole day if I let myself, which is insane, right? I should be out here making a difference in the world. That is staring at a screen. No wonder we're all anxious and depressed and lost and confused and yeah. Travis said, I found lots of cool YouTube creators by the YouTube algorithm. Yes, yes, yes. And I love that you found friends this way too. That's cool. Through my channel, I've met some really great people. Some I've gotten to meet, some I have gotten to meet in person. Great people. I feel very fortunate that people are finding me and connecting with me. And because I'm like, I don't know, if I lived in a different time period, I guess I'd have a different way of getting my message out. But the message is just love. And I'm like, well, if this is the time period I'm in and this is the medium we're given, I guess this is what I'll use it for. Travis said, maybe YouTube knows me better than me. Right? I think it does. I think it does know us better than we know ourselves, which is kind of a scary thought. Here she comes again. Do-do-do-do. Travis said, you are such a cool human being, also very kind. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate that. It has taken me, I will say, a long time to get to this point where I really love who I am, who I've become, and I can put my weirdness and all of it on full display without really caring about how it's received, because I know the right people like yourself will enjoy it, and then everybody else will. Oh, I got a like on this. Everybody else will just have to find their own way. Did you just shut this? Oh, Kibble. Oh gosh, she switched tabs. It's like, no. Okay, we're good. And kind, yes. Kindness. It's free. It's easy. I don't understand why some people struggle with this so much. I understand you have a bad day. I've had days where snapped. Actually, summer just started and I worked a little extra at my school and I snapped at the assistant principal. I apologized to him. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm hormonal. I'm in a bad mood. And I usually don't do that, but I did it. And, it happens. But overall, yeah, I think it wouldn't be too hard for humanity to really just be nice to each other. I don't know why it's so hard. Travis asked me if I am a teacher. Yes, I am. And actually, some of my videos talk about me teaching and my experiences with my students. I would put them on here, but it's going to take me a while to find them. But yes, I teach at a middle school here, and I do special education, which we call it exceptional student education, but I tell people special education because that's what most people know it as. The students with learning disabilities, and my kids, the ones that I work with, it's like they have autism, learning disability, sometimes other health impairments and things, but nothing too intense. I work with more mild, moderate cases of things, I should say. So my kids are just quirky, like really cool kids. But that is how I pay the bills. And this is my YouTube is one of my fun outlets. Travis said, I always love to stay kind and spread positive energy. Thank you, Travis. Thank you for being you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here. And somebody else entered the chat. Hello. We need more people like you, Travis. You could see with the World Cup, and I know that was my most recent video. I talked about this, but it's so true. You can see how easy it is for us all to just come together and enjoy each other despite our differences. It's really not that hard. But I think my theory, of course. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't close the live. There we go. Is that we're intentionally being divided, right? And intentionally being almost programmed to be colder, to be distant, to be less human. It just feels like there's this greater agenda, and this is me being a conspiracy theorist, right? Of almost eradicating the essence of humanity, our soul, our warmth, our spirit. There's somebody that's very afraid of what we have as humans, and they're in a position of power because it's at least it feels that way to me, because they're creating all these things, all these fictitious things and real things with like the technology to keep us divided so that we're not so powerful together and loving each other and not needing all their crap. All right. Travis said, not going to lie, I was very depressed a few years ago. Oh, no. Now YouTube helped me a lot. Oh, that's awesome. And he said, hopefully Portugal will beat Spain. I'm so sorry, Travis, that you were depressed. I definitely understand that one. It's not a fun place to be. And when you're in it, it feels like it's never going to end. And it's just this wet, heavy blanket that you have to carry with you everywhere. But I'm so glad YouTube helped you. That's what I feel like these platforms, there's cat hair should be used for good, the greater good. Why not? It's a tool. Just like any other tool, you can decide what it's used for. You can use scissors to cut a piece of paper. You can use scissors to cut a pizza. Or you can use scissors to cut someone. Just like YouTube, you can put slop on here, as they say. Or you could put a capo. You could put good stuff out in the world. So I'm glad you found the good stuff, and I'm glad it got you out of a bad headspace, because I just don't understand people who aren't depressed in this world or anxious to some degree. It's like, what are you doing? Even with the help of Jesus, I'm telling you, it's still hard to just be okay in today's world because it's just so dark and crazy. So I'm glad you got Hope via YouTube. So is the Portugal-Spain game today, Travis? I don't know the schedule. Travis said, have a good day. Nice to meet you. Are you leaving? That's okay. You can head out. Somebody else entered. Maybe they'll ask me some questions and we can chat. You made my day, and thanks for subscribing. You are so welcome, Travis. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope Portugal beats Spain for you. We're going to put that good energy out there, and I hope you have an awesome day if you're heading out. I'm funny. Thank you. I hope so. I just created my separate comedy channel. I'll have to put a link. But I was going to wait until I uploaded new stuff because it's all my old stuff that's already on here. Laughter is the best medicine. Just call me a doctor. Who is this? Oh, wow. It feels like I'm intruding. Hello. Not intruding. Welcome. This is an impromptu live, and you can be in this intimate setting as well. And then it'll feel like someone's intruding us. Travis said the game is 5 hours from now. Okay. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you can do the math from there. Sweet. So you got 5 hours to imagine a Portugal win. You can do this. All right, Travis. He said, see you later. Hopefully I will join again. Take care. It was so nice chatting with you. I hope you have an awesome day and keep on being amazing and finding that joy. And yeah, we'll have to chat later. Yay, I've got more people coming in. Welcome. I did not plan this. I'm just talking about anything and everything. Travis came in and we were chatting for a while about soccer and different things and being a teacher. And I was telling him how I'm moving. So my background's going to look a little different. I don't know when. I just know they're kicking me out because I'm in a rental and they're selling the place starting August 1st. So if anyone wants to adopt me, now is your time. Speak now, forever hold your peace. No matter where you are in the United States, will travel or outside of the United States. Let's be clear. I would love to live abroad. Let me give you my preferences. No. Anyway. Thanks, y'all, for listening to me ramble. I was debating if I should make a video, and then I was like, well, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. So I figured I'm just gonna sit here and chat. So what else has everyone got going on? How's everybody's summer going? Mine, clearly uneventful. As a teacher, I get all this time off, and every summer I'm like, I'm gonna get a second job. I'm gonna be ambitious. I'm going to deep clean my house. I make all these just big promises. I don't promise myself. I have all these ambitions, and then I don't do any of them. I don't know what that is. It's being a teacher in summertime, I guess. NJ said, I'm going to call you NJ since I don't know who this is. Wow, sorry for your situation. You're so cheery all the time, though. Oh, thank you. Cheery on camera. Yes. I don't know what it is. And some people might be like, that's not authentic. It's like, well, this is me. But I'm not like this like all the time. Usually if you caught me in a social setting, I'm actually pretty quiet. People are surprised. Like I'll sit and observe more than I want to really talk. I just kind of want to be there and disassociate. And I get really sad a lot. This morning I was very, very anxious. I cried. I cry almost every day. So I don't know. It's very bizarre. Talking to people like this lights me up and puts me in a better headspace. It sounds weird, but that's how it works for me. But when I'm alone too long, oh yeah, I'm not cheery all the time in that case. So just trying to be honest, because I don't ever want people to think like I've got it all figured out and I'm just some really happy person, because that's a lie. It's the biggest lie ever. I struggle big time with a lot of things. Feeling like I have my life together, feeling like I know what I'm doing or where I'm going, or I just like, I don't know. I'm just going to be myself and talk. or do things and try things. But yeah, I just don't think it's fair when, because I do this too. I'll compare myself. I'll see people that look really happy or really put together, or have the best life, and I'm thinking, I'll never be that. I'll never have that, and I just don't want to give people that impression because it's not true. I just want to put love out in the world, I guess, because I'm like, well, if I've got this platform, instead of being super depressing, maybe I'll say something that'll cheer people up. Travis, you're back. You forgot to ask, do you go live daily? No, actually, gosh, last time I went live, it's a long, long time ago. I don't do these very often. I have a playlist on my channel that says live streams, and I think there's maybe 3 on there over the span of 7 years. I think I've probably gone live 1 or 2 more times besides those. But yeah, I don't go very often, and I don't schedule them. I just feel it. I say, okay, I feel like I want to go live, and I click the button and I pray that it's actually entertaining and interesting for people to watch. But maybe I should. I mean, over the summer, I could probably go live tomorrow. It's just, yeah, I gotta have the time. I gotta have the energy. I like to look decent, so I usually put on makeup. That's me. I know other people nobody probably cares, but I do. Um, so, but yeah, I guess I could do it more often if people like it. If people like the lives. Let's see. NJ said, yeah, but when people know you're sad, they can give that love back to you when you need it. Aw, yeah. That's true. I've put up some sad videos before where I've been crying and stuff. I think I left maybe one of them up, just because it talks about my struggles with PMDD, which is a severe form of PMS that not a lot of people know about because it's rare. But it gets you in really dark headspaces really fast. So I left that up because I was like, I want people to be aware that this is a thing that people are struggling with. But I've taken down a lot of videos where I was sad, but I probably should leave them up because, like you said, it gives people an opportunity to be like, "Oh my gosh, we love you," and that always feels good. Where am I at in the chat? Travis said, "I checked your channel. It was 1 year ago." Oh my gosh! So my last live was a year ago. Ooh, wait. I'm overdue. Good. I'm glad I'm doing this. If you guys like this, I'll do them more often. I just I wasn't sure if people enjoyed the fact that I'm sort of just rambling. NJ said that's something I struggle with myself. Yeah. Oh, to be human. It's a complex matter, isn't it? We just gotta make the best of it and love each other. Travis, okay, I can stay for a few more minutes because you don't go live regularly. Oh, no pressure. Maybe I should do this more often. And he also asked, what is your advice for early 20s? I hate my age. Oh no, Travis, don't hate your age. Gosh, I am much older than you. I don't know if I've ever said my age on here. I think I have. But early 20s. Oh, I don't know if I should give advice. I feel like I'm the last person that should give advice. My life is in shambles. But I would enjoy your youth. I would enjoy the energy that you have. There's something about being in your early 20s. There's almost like a fresh, maybe this isn't true for you, but a fresh optimism looking at the world. It's endless possibilities, but we are in a different time now, so that may not hold true. But to take advantage of those things, I think that's what I would do personally, because I notice as I get older, my energy's declined. I'm a little more pessimistic about things working out because I've seen a lot of things not work out. But yeah, try to enjoy where you're at as best you can. Easier said than done because I'm struggling with where I'm at right now. But yeah, enjoy being young because it goes by so fast. If anyone else has advice for Travis, let him know, because I am not the end all be all about how to spend your early 20s. If I had unlimited money, I would say travel the world and give you some money to travel the world. And that sounds fun. But I didn't do that in my 20s, and I can't do that. NJ said, yeah, and in some way, seeing others struggle makes you feel not as alone in yours. Yes. So in a way, being yourself also spreads love, even in sadness. Oh, that's so good. I need to remember that, because I do enjoy watching YouTube videos where people are going through it, and I go, okay, I am not alone. Yeah. I just had an ex-boyfriend. I don't know. Gosh, part of me's like, should I even mention this? Tell me to take down all the sad videos. He's like, you need to be known for being positive and happy. And so I took them all down. But now I'm like, I don't think he was right. I'm bad about, like, when people give me a suggestion. I'm working on this. I'm like, oh, they're right. I'll take it. They're not always right. Travis asked me, who's my favorite singer? Ooh, oh my gosh. That's a great question. That's a hard question. Oh my gosh. I'm a music dork. I love music. I listen to it all the time. I don't have a particular, like, one singer I'm like, that's my favorite singer. I almost want you to give me like a genre or something so I can narrow it down, because I have like a Mount Rushmore of rock and roll singers. Like Steve Perry's on there, and of course Freddie Mercury's up there, and Ann Wilson from Heart is up there. Ann Wilson's she inspired me to go out and try to join a rock band, and I ended up in a metal band. But I was like, I want to be Ann Wilson. So she's definitely up there. And of course, my favorite group is Duran Duran. So I got to give Simon Le Bon his flowers. He's just very theatrical. But his voice, I wouldn't be like, oh, he's got the best voice in the world. It's not about his voice. It's more just about the delivery. And I'm a theatrical person, so there's that. But yeah, lots of different favorites. NJ said, sorry, I'm not cheering myself. Oh, that's okay, NJ. Be you, show up as yourself. I think that's the beauty about this internet space, is I was going to say a safe space. This is a safe space, not the entire internet, to where you can show up sad. I'm not expecting anything. I just want to chat if you guys have time and want to chat. And for those that didn't listen earlier, I'm repeating people's names in the chat because I don't think the chat is in the replay. So when people watch this later, which many people do with the lives, they'll know who I'm talking to and talking about. Travis said, I'm 22. This age is confusing. Oh, no. Yeah, that's so young. You've got so much time. So I don't know what your goals and dreams are. I don't know, because I'm a big personality type person. I don't know what your type is, but if I knew it, honestly, that could help me kind of help you figure out sort of the stream that you need to jump in that'll get you that momentum going. Because as weird as it may sound, and maybe it sounds woo-woo to people, I think our psychology makeup, our preferences really influence how we show up in the world and how our strengths and our weaknesses. And then it's good, I think, to lean into those strengths, because you're like, well, God gifted me with these naturally, and I've bulked them up with my environment. So if I knew that, it would help me to tell you, Travis, like, oh, maybe focus on working towards your goals, or maybe focus on, whatever. But yeah, 22, it's you got the whole world like at your feet and open to you at that point, right? So just remember, I don't know your circumstances, but maybe you can always try stuff. And the beauty about being so young is, if you have to rebuild, it's not such a setback. You know, when you get to my age, when you're like middle aged and you're starting over and starting over and starting over, it gets exhausting after a while. You're like, I gotta figure this out. But you will figure it out, Travis. You're sweet, you're smart. I believe in you. You got this. Travis, I'm feeling old and depressed, feeling tired. No. Well, you're not old. You might be depressed. That's okay. Most of us are, like I was saying earlier. You just gotta find what brings you joy and gets you to that, like at least that baseline to where you can breathe, get through the day. And being tired. Yeah, I've been struggling with that too lately. I think it's honestly the state of the world because all of us should not be this tired. There's just so much going on. So I think that's just a global thing of like, we've got a lot being thrown at us right now. And if you're aware, it's exhausting. Travis said, I hate study, still have to finish my study. Oh no, well, go study. I don't want to keep you from that. The beauty is once you get that done, you'll be free to watch that Portugal game when it airs in 5 hours. And Jay said that was terrible advice. Me? My advice? I don't know. I don't remember what I said. It probably was. I'm not trying to give bad advice. I don't usually give advice because I feel like, well, my channel seems like I'm giving advice sometimes. I'm just speaking on what I've learned and my experiences. I'm not saying you have to use them. But my thought on advice is that everybody's so different and everybody's lives and perspectives and makeup, like how they're made, wired, psychologically, spiritually, all of it is so unique to them. That's like, just because it worked for you doesn't mean it's going to work for me or them or anybody else. So it's like, why even tell people what to do? But if you get asked, you say, well, this is my perspective, but you don't have to take it. Travis said, I think you're in early 40s. Yes, you got it. You can give me perfect advice because I don't trust people my age. Aw. Yeah, as a millennial, which, by the way, we got deemed the smartest generation. I've been watching stuff. They did research. They said like humanity's intellect peaked at millennials, and I was like, okay, I will take that. That's a win for us because we've been bullied. We were so bullied. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but when the term millennial became a thing, oh, people are like, these entitled little brats that are no good and for our future. And we just kind of steadily did our thing until now we're the ones, you know, we're at that age where we're running a lot of stuff and people are like, hey, those millennials aren't too bad after all. I was like, yeah, see, you shouldn't have made such a snap judgment. All right, let me scroll back up my chat. Travis said he loves Charlie Puth, Shawn Mendes, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars, Tate McRae, and Camila Cabello. Oh my gosh, I've never said her name out loud. That's a tongue twister. All right, those are very popular current artists. Sometimes I do enjoy The Weeknd. I like synth pop, so he has definitely an 80s influence that I enjoy. And Bruno Mars is good. He does good modern funk. One of his songs came up on my funk playlist today. And I was like, I keep forgetting that he wrote that recently. It sounds like it's straight from the 70s. Travis asked me, who is my favorite actor or actress? That's another one. I've never really... Isn't that horrible? It's like, I'm an actor and I'm a singer and I can't tell you my favorites. Favorite, like one singular favorite actor, singular favorite singer, because I have so many that I enjoy. But I will say, who I usually say is Meg Ryan, because I love the 80s, 90s rom-com. She was in a lot of those. She's just a bubbly, sunny, adorable woman. And I love her and everything she does. And I miss her because she doesn't do anything anymore. But I don't think. Travis said, I don't know which kind of person I'm. Oh, your personality type. That's okay. Yeah, you don't need to get into it. It's a rabbit hole that just goes suck all your time. Travis, thanks for your advice. You're welcome. All right. Travis also said, hopefully Ronaldo will win the World Cup, which can bring joy in my life. Yes, let's do that. Come on, Ronaldo. Do it for Travis if you're watching this, Ronaldo. You never know. Tactician. Good morning, Rebecca. Hey. Oh, yeah. You joined me. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad because this was spontaneous. I'm starting to get some more people. I got 5 people in here now, which is exciting. It was just Travis and myself for a long time. NJ said, no, I meant from your ex. Oh, that's right. To you. The delay here is horrible. Sound like he wanted you to be this cheery persona. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, and that's the thing when I date people. I think that's my issue why I'm always so, one issue why I'm always so incredibly single is I think people get the initial impression of me like, oh, you're so happy and bubbly and warm, which is true. But then when they get to experience that, I also have a maybe just as equally dark side. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I can go there and I'm not mean or heartless or anything. It's just I can be very emo. I can be very emo. There's an inner goth girl in here. I think they get shocked and scared. But that's my theory. I could be wrong. So I think he wanted to keep me in that box. Like, just stay there. Like, I can't. The dark and the light are always constantly trying to balance each other out. And I don't know. It's interesting. Travis said the best thing in the world is talking with people. Meeting more people actually help a lot. Yeah, I agree. Maybe you're an extrovert because it sounds like something an extrovert would say, which is myself included. I feel mentally I'm in a better headspace for the most part when I'm seeing people on a regular basis, interacting. So summer vacation, for example, has put me in a funky headspace because if I'm not doing something, if I don't have plans, which I don't have too many this summer, I'm alone most of the time and I get in a really bad headspaces because I'm like, I don't know what that is. Introverts can do it just fine. I don't know. A struggle. Travis said, my generation is the best. And he loves old songs. So you would be Gen Z. Is that right, Travis? I try to get the generation. I love generations. I think it's fascinating how we all kind of get put into a similar mold, but we're all unique. It's like a similar blueprint. And I think you're probably Gen Z because Gen Alpha are the ones I'm teaching, and Gen Beta are the ones that are being birthed now. I do love old songs too, Travis. Yeah. Oh well, duh, right? That's what I talk about all the time. Old stuff. NJ said, I love Joanna Newsom. Too bad she stopped making new albums a while ago. I don't know if I know who that is. I'll have to look her up. What kind of music does she make? Travis, from now, you're my favorite actress and singer. Oh, stop. No, don't stop. Thank you. I got a fan. I got a fan. Thank you. You're making my day, Travis. You know, actors, performers, it's like an ego. People say, oh, no, I don't need the attention. Come on. Why'd you get into the business? Or like, what? I mean, it's a part of it, right? You have to enjoy attention to some degree to want to do that. So it feels good. Thank you. Travis, I love to stay single because I don't want to ruin my privacy. That's why I never date. Yeah. Oh, but if it was the right person, wouldn't you want them to share in those things together? Maybe not. I like my privacy too. Tactician, would you describe your temperament as sanguine melancholic blend? Yes. Oh my gosh, how did you know? That's funny. I took that test with a friend in show choir, high school. I remember, and she told me I was sanguine melancholy, and I forgot what's it? The 4 temperaments, the 4 humors, and it's like phlegmatic is like you're slow moving, choleric is you're kind of hot headed or a bossy or something like that. Sanguine is super happy, and then melancholic, of course, is sad. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like a blend of the happy and the sad, kind of like from Inside Out, where those balls. I forgot what they were, but joy touched them and sadness touched them, and they both had like a blend. I'm one of those balls. Travis, glad to see you. Have a good day. Okay, Travis, good luck. See you soon. Yes. Good luck getting your stuff done. You can do this. Just maybe carve out some time and focus. That's what I have to do sometime. I gotta be like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm just gonna do this, and then I can treat myself later. Maybe treat yourself. I don't know, eat something that you love. Drink a spot of tea. But it was so good chatting with you. Please take care of yourself and enjoy the Portugal game. Hopefully next time I talk to you, we'll say Portugal won. NJ, she's a harp player. Ah, okay, with a very unique voice and often very long songs. It's really hard to describe accurately. That's beautiful. You don't hear a lot of harpists. And I love NJ artists that are unique, like different. Because it does seem like we've got just a lot of the same thing going, right? So someone playing the harp and having a unique voice. I love that. Please, more of that, more just people being themselves and whatever instrument speaks to them, whatever way. Tactician, I just know by your demeanor and what you shared about yourself over the years, especially since you're an ENFJ 4-wing-3. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Actually, just yesterday, I was called a P. My friend, who's an INTP, I love her to death. But she is so convinced, y'all, that I'm an ENFP, which I could see based on how I come across. Even in this video, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I wasn't me, I would think, well, that girl might be an ENFP. Because the quirky, the bouncing around with random thoughts, you know, I love improv. She was like, yeah, it's your penis coming out. And I was like, my perceiving. And I don't know. I've always said I'm sort of like an ENFP, ENFJ hybrid. Throw an INFJ in there too, because oh my gosh, lately I've been isolating a lot, and I need a lot more alone time than I used to need. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I an introvert now? But then I get sad if I'm alone too long. So I was like, I don't know if I was truly an introvert, that would be the case. Hold on, Pebble wants me to pick her up, I think. Oh, no, never mind. Just kidding. But if I deep dive into the cognitive functions, that's where I'm like, I don't know. I don't lead with any. I don't think I do. I don't think I'm constantly trying to put different ideas together and come up with ideas. I don't know, but I do. I don't know. I do that a lot. So then I start to question, am I an ENFJ? But then the internet seems to think I'm an ENFJ. Okay. Well, I'm starting to run out of energy. How long have I been talking? Does it say how long? 48 minutes. Okay, it's almost been an hour. I should probably wrap this up. NJ, lately I've been finding attachment styles more useful. Thanks to Heidi Preebs. Yes, she's great. Speaking of the NFP, MBTI just doesn't really go anywhere. Okay, that's fair. I do enjoy attachment styles. I think it's just a different animal because that's relational, which MBTI can be too. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, because I started very MBTI heavy, and then I go through these phases where I'm like, but how true is it? And are we really locked into our type? And then I'll doubt it for a while. And I think I don't want to predicate my whole YouTube career on something that I'm not solid about. That's why I'm bouncing over different ideas so I can switch. I can pivot really quick. Because I don't know what it is. I don't want to stick to one thing. Gosh, I sound like an ENFP. But I do think it is very helpful as long as you are aware of the cognitive functions. I think that's where most people just stick to the 4 letters. And that's such a superficial analysis of what's really going on beneath the surface. So I'm just a big advocate of learning the cognitive functions. And then when you know yours, especially your top 4, and you know the people you're interacting with, their top 4, just makes things make a lot more sense. Sometimes I just see it. It's just so blaringly obvious. I just want to sometimes I want to tell people, and sometimes I do. I'm like, do you realize you're an ENTJ? You're doing something right now that's a very ENTJ extroverted thinking thing to do. Oh my gosh. But then I know people are going to look at me like I have 10 heads and like, what are you talking about? But sometimes people are just so on the nose with their types. It almost makes me go, well, can I really refute this? This is just kind of right in my face. But then there's some people that it's murky, right? And I'll disagree with somebody else on the internet that's typed, let's say a celebrity or somebody as something. And I'll go, I don't know if I really see them as that. So then I think, well, how strong is MBTI ultimately? So I'm a weirdo in that I think my mind is so open and fluid. I can't ever like really stick with something and hold on to something because it's just like constantly shifting and I'm constantly questioning it. Does anyone else do that? Or is this an ENFJ brain? What is this? Because most people are just so set on what they believe and all of it. It's like, this is it. And I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I could be that solid. I'm not solid. I'm not solid in that way. Tactician said personality database voted ENFJs are the most attractive. Ooh, I can relate. Oh, okay. A little wink wink there. Thank you. That's amazing. That's beautiful. I guess everybody has a different type. So some people wouldn't find us that attractive, right? But if you're probably an INTP or an INFP or some sort of IN, you might find it. I don't know. There seems to be like a, or even ENFPs, like they find us, there's like a chemistry there. There's a synergy there. And I could see with ENFJs having higher extroverted sensing than some other types. We are aware of how we come across, are we put together? I do agree with that though. The ENFJs that I've, and I'm not saying, yeah, I am the most attractive type, but the ENFJs that I have seen on the internet, because I don't really meet too many ENFJs in real life. Yeah, I've always thought, wow, goodness. They're beautiful in usually a unique way. I've noticed that about ENFJs. They all look pretty different, but I say that and I think there's a girl I know that looks kind of like me. Hooded eyelids, a little bit larger nose, larger lips. But I mean, otherwise she's her own person, right? Unique in her style, and her hair is different. But yeah, there's like a je ne sais quoi with the ENFJ type that I'm like, how do I harness this for good? Because there's a power there. Knowing how to walk into a room, to read a room, to be charismatic, to care how you look. Your appearance is important. There's power in that, but I'm not utilizing it apparently. Because here I am, I'm just an everyday little teacher. Yeah, so I could see that. But yeah, different types. I think different types have different ways of being attractive, if that makes sense. Different things that they can amp up if they want to be like, oh wow, like what a great brain, or different talents and skills and things. Oh my gosh, I rambled on about that, but that was a good one. That was a really good one. I wish I could hear you guys talk back. I hate that it's just me talking at you, even though, yes, you've got the chat, but I wish there was a way I could hear your voices. And if there is, let me know and I'll turn it on. NJ said, MBTI is great at categorizing, but I haven't seen much actual internal change as a result. Ooh. It helps to know yourself, but it seems there are limits to how actually useful it is. Yeah. I guess the internal change could be if you know your weakest functions. That's what I did. I was like, okay, these are my weak functions. How do I bulk them up? Which is where I think people think I'm an ENFP, is because I tried to bulk up the NE. I tried to bulk up the FI. Extroverted thinking. I hate that thing. That's never going to get bulked up. I feel like I have executive functioning issues. And SI has been more of a fascination with pop culture past, not my past necessary. So I've delved into that in that way. So you could do it that way. If you know your weakest functions, you could figure out ways to exercise those, and it could help be the catalyst for change. But otherwise, yeah, it's more of a knowing yourself, knowing others, and knowing why what am I trying to say? In my brain, I'm thinking of like two chemicals and how they interact. What is that called? Oh my gosh. But anyway, that I'm thinking of different and why personalities um, interact the way they do, mesh with each other the way they do, have a chemical reaction the way they do, good or bad or indifferent otherwise. So yeah, that's how I see MBTI, but everybody's experience is different. Tactician said, I remember taking MBTI and by the way, MBTI, for those that are watching that don't know, it's Myers-Briggs type indicator. So the Myers-Briggs test, those 4 letters that everybody hears about. I talk about this a lot. But he said it's great at categorizing, but I'm so sorry. I'm reading the comment I just read. I remember taking MBTI in 12th grade psychology class and I got INTJ. But I tested as INTP for the most part afterwards. Yeah, you seem like an INTP from our interactions. You have great FE. But isn't that funny? That's why I don't like when people just say, "Oh, I took the test and this is what I got," and they'll tell me their type, and I know them. I'm like, I don't think so. But how do you tell someone you're not who you think you are? You're who I think you are. Then I'm like, am I delusional? Because I think I can read people better sometimes than they can read themselves. But I'm like, no, I'm an ENFJ. That is our superpower. One of our superpowers is to read people, like to be in their heads all the time. So it makes sense that I would know somebody in that weird way. But yeah, sometimes people will take the test and based on the day or their preferences that day or just the way the way it's worded, I'm thinking this is not necessarily an accurate reflection. I feel like there's other things that you have to look into to figure out who you really get a really accurate reading on that one. NB said, you're not alone in how you process. Thank you. Good. Okay. So I'm not crazy for not being able to solidify almost anything in my life. I'm like, what I feel like I'm always bouncing from idea to idea or thing. I don't know. I can't sit still. Tactician asked me, have I ever heard of socionics? I have, and years ago I did a little more research on it, the EIE and the dual and this, that. I can't remember. I cannot remember any of it. I'd have to go back and look, but I think it's a nice supplement to the MBTI from what I remember. You'll have to tell me more. And he also said neurotransmission. Neurotransmission, is that when you're sending thoughts to someone else, sort of like a psychic, what is that, telekinesis? Is that what you mean? Ed, happy Monday! You made it. I just decided to pop in, Ed. I don't know. I'm talking about random, whatever anybody wants to talk about, I'm talking about it. And I was telling people earlier, I'm going to have to move. They're putting this house up for sale August 1st. I've been renting for gosh, as long as I've had the YouTube channel, 7 years. I guess it's time for a new chapter, a new background. No more Woodstock poster. I don't know. I might keep that and hang it up. Although I've had it so long. I don't know how I'm going to decorate my house. I don't know where I'm going to live. I got to figure that out. But I hope you are well, Ed. It's so good to see you. NB, no. Ed, we all experience our ebbs and flows in life. Some days are better than others. Yes. And I think it's good to give ourselves grace that if today is not a good day or you're having a bad moment, that's okay. You're a human. I got to remind myself that sometimes too. Because I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I be happy all the time? It's impossible. NJ said, no happy Monday. Happy Monday, NJ. Yes, happy Monday. Yes, happy Monday. NB said, "You're wonderful." Thank you. I like it about you. I took the test and others told me I was INTJ or ENTJ, but INTJ kind of makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. If you have time and you're curious, you can always go down the rabbit hole of looking up cognitive functions. That's what they're called. If you're not familiar, you may be familiar with them. And that will make it a lot clearer, because if you're an INTJ, you're leading with something called introverted intuition, which means you're a pattern seeker first and foremost, and that's like your big thing, your strength, and you can see the future. You'd be excellent at playing chess. That's sort of the stereotype. But an ENTJ, if that was you, if you were an ENTJ, you would lead with extroverted thinking, which is more, that's my weakness. I'm going to try to describe it, but I'm terrible at it. I'm so bad at it. It's systems thinking. It's like what works for everybody. It's really big. I feel like in corporations and trainings, it's all like these flow charts. And I'm talking about like disgusted. It sounds terrible, but I'm like, how is this their first function? It sounds just like, ugh. But I'm sure extroverted feeling, if you talk about it and you're like, oh, it's all about connecting and loving people and feeling what they're feeling and empathy, you'd be like, ugh. Like, that's my first function. So I get it. I totally get it. It's, yeah, so based on that, maybe that would help. I don't know if you're somebody that's leans heavier on one or the other. That's not an end-all be-all, but maybe that can be helpful. NJ, typing by secondary and inferior functions can be easier. Okay, so, oh wait, I have NJ and NB. I'm sorry, I got you two blended together. Yes, so if you look up, so those were the first functions I mentioned, but you can always look up secondary, auxiliary, and just sort of see and how they work together based on where they are. And there are theories that some of us jump functions and we don't go in the perfect order. I'm supposedly a jumper, and so we don't look like the typical type. I think that's why people think I'm an ENFP, is because I skip introverted intuition. All right, guys. Oh my gosh, I got 4 people in here. I kind of hate to end it here, but it's been an hour. It's been over an hour. And I have not eaten breakfast. Withering away like a little southern delicate magnolia flower. Although our steel magnolias are strong, but they're soft. I'm a steel magnolia. And so good talking to you guys. These always like jazz me up, energize me, even though you're not here in person. ENFJs are like, people are like our superpower. This is where we can shine. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, it's almost like I need people, like a dog needs people. So thank you guys so much for letting me chat with you. Have a great day. Thank you, NJ. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Tactician. Thank you, NB. Thank you, Travis. Did I get everybody that was in the chat? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You made my day. I appreciate you. And anyone that's watching this after the fact, thanks for hanging in and listening. And if you have any video ideas, let me know. I'm not going to quit on this thing anytime soon, even though it's a little slow grower. This channel has been a great way to meet really wonderful humans, connect with wonderful humans. And for that, I am forever grateful. And I did create a comedy channel. I'm going to have to put a link, Rebecca Pebble Comedy, to move all of my comedy shorts over there so they're not in my thing. Part of me wants to start a music channel, and I'm like, this is going to get, maybe it should be Rebecca Pebble Creative. And then I can put my music and my acting stuff there. And then I could leave this channel for like psychology, motivation, just sort of talking about life and stuff. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I'm terrible at that sort of thing. And ENTJ would be great at this. That is not me. Aw, have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. NJ, thank you for responding. That's so awesome that I finally got here in time. Yay, I'm glad you did too. NB, enjoy your breakfast. You're not alone. Thank you, NB. Yes, everybody know you're not alone. If you're having a bad mental health day, you are loved, you are special, you are important. I have to tell myself that too. And maybe a shock to people, but I have days where I have to list off people that love me. So that's a trick. If you're somebody that's like me and you have really dark moments where you're like, nobody loves you, you're all alone, your life sucks, you're this age and you haven't gotten anywhere, and what are you doing with it? And it's like beating you up. I have to stop my brain and go, okay, this person loves me, this person loves me, and I think about my family, my friends. And even if you're somebody that's like completely alone, God loves you, or whatever, I know everybody's different on that front, but you are here. There's a reason you're here. You're a beautiful, shining soul. And so, yeah, hopefully that'll help somebody. Niche channels, MB said. And if you want help, I'd help. Thank you, MB. I was just trying to figure out, I feel like my channel the algorithm doesn't know what to do with me because I have all my stuff in one spot, and I was trying to create a secondary space for the creative stuff. But that's all. I was just wondering if that's a good idea, or if people are I don't know. NB said, thankful and praise can be faith building. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And man, oh man, if Earth isn't a school for testing our faith, getting us to grow our souls to just be ironclad, right? This is not an easy planet to be on, I will say. All right, guys. So if you're here, that means you are one of the strongest warriors, and you're doing amazing, and keep doing amazing because you're alive and you're breathing. You have a purpose. Keep going. Ed said, we're all in this together. Yes, let's be an encouragement to each other and to those that we've yet to meet. Absolutely. You never know what battles people are fighting. You never know. Even if it's the person smiling the biggest, laughing the loudest, you just don't know what they're going through. So, all right. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to clock out. Everybody have a great Monday, and I'll, I'm going to do my sign off because I have a sign off. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye, guys. Oh, and Ed said, absolutely, thankful people are some of the happiest people in existence. Yes, it's true. So we're going to keep focusing on gratitude. All right. I hope I don't cut anybody off. I'm going to go ahead and end this. And have a great day, guys. Bye.